Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
That's gonna be so
Wednesday,
fun.
Rise of the Everchosen, and Nathan has some announcements.
All right. Well, like we said, today is a Rise of the Everchosen. We get to figure out if the dwarf lives, and how many other people I take down with me. Wow, brain went sideways there. You'll find us back here this Sunday. We will not be playing the Empires of the Silk Road campaign. We'll actually be starting a Baldur's Gate 3 run together. And we'll be skipping next Tuesday from the Windland Lights Rise to, that'll be 2 weeks from now. And then next Wednesday, we'll be back here. And hopefully we still have a dwarf. If you like our brand of chaos, and as much as we enjoy playing it, please give us a follow. It helps out greatly. Down below, you'll find links to our Discord, YouTube, Astro's TikTok, Booty's Twitch, and Springer's Knives. Our Discord's free and open to everybody. We'd love to see you there. If you want to just lurk and get our announcements, that's fine too. If you want to go see our replays and such, we put those up on our YouTube, usually 2 days after the fact. We also have YouTube Shorts. Astro's TikTok, he does a variety of different types of videos, and they're all pretty great. So I think you should go check him out. I think you'd enjoy him. On Booty's Twitch, he streams a couple times a week, and he's always friendly and enjoyable. So if you like him here, you'll love him over there. And our friend Springer here makes knives. I have one myself. It is big and sturdy and beautiful, and I love it. If you want to go see what's available, follow the link below, and we will work with you from the start of the process all the way to the end. You can customize everything from the handle to the blade. And like I said, it is a fantastic knife. I don't believe I have anything else at the moment, so I will let it go back to you.
Last session, we realized 10 days had passed since we escaped the Soul Gem. And we faced the doppelganger that trapped us, one of them, that trapped us in the gem. And he summoned a bunch of tomb scorpions, which were really nasty little fuckers. Cardinal went to tank. The doppelganger had synaptic static. And Othira summoned Gormine. Othira then got paralyzed. And then Tobias went unconscious. I think Aldrin got the kill on the top. Tobias went really close to death a couple times. And his last thought as he died, as Tobias died, yeah. What did I do to these scorpions? Luckily.
Yeah, when one of the scorpions ripped his throat out. Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, that was a thing. And, well, Cardinal decided enough was enough, revivified Tobias, and then finished up the battle with Othira coming in to kill the second one as well. And Cardinal, on Caligar's orders, called out to Friorli with a message to sort of find out where she is. And we tried to, find a way for us to meet wherever it was, and along the way, as we're waiting for Friorli to catch up to us, we rested in the House of Cards. And right on first watch, fire rained down from the skies, and the House of Cards burned down. There was a plume of sand, like something gigantic impacted nearby, and turns out there is an ancient golden dragon very angrily looking at us, calling us villains, monsters, thieves, and blaming us for stealing her child, which is also not currently with us. What will we do? No, seriously, what will we do?
I plead the fifth.
No, this is all on you, buddy. But that's all I got. But yes.
That's a big daddy dragon.
Oh boy, it's mommy actually.
It's mommy,
right? Yeah.
Pretty sure it's
we
mommy.
don't
How
know.
much? You don't actually know that answer.
I assumed.
How dare you?
Do male dragons stick around for the rearing of the children? That's the question.
I don't know.
Do any of us know if real dragons or male dragons stick around?
Tobias does not.
That's the real question.
Psychic glance.
No, not again.
I was gonna go for Uno reverse card, the fate card. So now Alder's gone and Ezekiel's back.
Oh God, no, no!
Actually, right now, dealing
Don't
with
touch
the
me.
dragon, that would be not the
Don't
worst
do that to me,
decision.
please.
Okay.
Please, I'm begging you.
So,
I
yeah,
wish
how we
we
ended
could-
things last time was big sand explosion of something heavy hitting the ground. A voice saying, "Villains, thieves, monsters, where is my child?" And then invisibility drops, and in front of you materializes a massive, ancient, golden dragon. So, what would you guys like to do?
One,
Well-
can I roll to see if I know if male dragons stay in the lives of the babies?
Sure, roll nature.
Can I roll perception to tell if this is a male or female dragon?
Sure.
15! The fuck? Wow.
My question is it speaking in English or Draconic? I mean, common or Draconic?
Wow.
That's
It's a common.
20.
It's
Thank God.
speaking in common, you said?
Yeah, common.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Okay.
common.
So, Othira, I'm gonna say, you know that there are male and female dragons. You don't know the extent of their paternal techniques. I don't even know how to think about that.
It's
The parental structure. I don't know the
Yeah.
parental structure.
Yeah, whatever. Words, fancy words. Alder looks like a dragon.
If it's a male, he's tucked. If it's a female, there's nothing to tuck.
I hate this.
Okay.
Tobias picks himself up off the ground because he belly flopped once the house went. He was trying to sleep. And he stands up, walks towards the dragon, and says, "Mighty gold dragon, we are the Neverchosen. I assume you mean Friorli?"
And this is before we finished our long rest, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we only got an hour.
Yeah. So everybody's beat to hell. Glory.
I would be
So the
further away from the
moment-
party too.
Moment you step forward and mention Friorli, like, you just see the flames starting to like billow from the corners of her mouth, and the fury intensifies and goes, "You named her?"
Well, yes.
Can
we
I
found
move
her.
away from the group?
Sure. And Tobias, before that, will bow, look down, and realize he's still covered in blood and gore, his own blood and gore, and just start like, brushing it off.
Can
Um,
I go down on one knee and raise my hands in peace without looking it in the eye and go respectfully? I think there has been a huge misunderstanding. If we might discuss if you would extend your patience for a few seconds longer.
There's
I
no
think we might be able to-
misunderstanding.
Clarify some things.
I had an egg. Was growing for a century. And then I heard a voice and a cracking sound, and I flew across Ulthuan, and the egg was gone.
Master Dragon,
This
if you are from Ulthuan, we have been there and are friends with the lore masters. Surely we can talk and come to a mutual understanding. The dwarf here has an artifact of magical nature that when he pulled a card, not knowing the effects, an egg appeared. It was not out of any ill will or morally corrupt situation that we found ourselves in possession of your egg. If we had known that it belonged to someone, to something, and wasn't created out of the magic of the deck, we would have sought to return it. The fact of the matter is, after that egg appeared, it hatched, and we found ourselves caring for this dragon, and thus had to name it. Indicate.
You use an artifact that you don't understand the power of it, and an egg magically appears, and you kept it without question, without pause. You're playing with fate, and when fate delivers you a soul, you choose to possess it. You don't go for reverence for what it truly is.
We chose to raise it and protect it, and I can attest that the dwarf has treated this dragon as if it were his daughter. Though he's not very wise, he has gone out of his way to make sure that she's been very well looked after.
You say you raised her. From my view, you taught her how to hide, how to survive. You teach her what she is? Did you speak to her in the words of flame? Did you teach her the memories of the mountains? Did you tell her her birthright?
Yeah, well, we visited Ulthuan. We went to the dragon experts, or at least Caligar did, and to get training on how to do it right.
You went to elves on how to train her.
No,
Not
they
raise her, not teach her what she is, how to train her.
no, I should have
She
been
is a
clearer.
possession to you.
I was saying they were training us on how to do it right. Forgive me for not being clearer.
We've been to Calador, and we've been to the Lord Masters of Poeth, and have asked many questions about the hatchling and how any of this might have occurred. And unfortunately, no one we spoke to raised any questions about if she may have been from a nest of a living dragon or not. And with what we've seen, that unfortunately never crossed our minds either. From what we've seen from this, it creates magical effects on its own, and thought this was another one of those.
Show me this artifact. I want to see it.
I will very slowly pull out the deck of many more things, and just fan out the cards, not like as if I'm about to pull any, but just to show them what it is.
The moment you pull the deck out, she recognizes it for what it is. Like, her head was low and almost level with you, and she just rears back and if possible, the rage in her eyes intensifies. She looks at you, and she's like, even the gods are cautious about this level of power, and you're gambling with a life that's not your own.
Well, we're trying to save the world, so we'll gamble away. Especially when so little help is coming our way.
The amount of times I've heard of someone saying they're trying to save the world to justify their actions.
What, do you think we're in the desert for fun? We're trying to destroy a portal of Tzeentch to the east. We think it's to the east. We've already
You don't
destroyed...
even know what you're looking for. You don't even know where it is.
No.
It might not even be in the desert. That thought ever crossed your mind?
Yes, it has. Yet here we are. We're still moving. We're still trying.
I don't care for whatever reason brings you to the desert. I asked you a question. Where is my child?
So we kind of lost her.
We are on our way to rendezvous with her.
We hope.
Yes. No, not hope. We know where she is. We are on our way to rendezvous with her. We were waylaid by magics of the Uzglar, the undead of these parts, which temporarily have separated us.
I'm joining out there at the side.
You lost her?
Yes, we were separated.
Understand this. And like her head comes down, she is chins on the sand, and the size of her skull is probably about 2 to 3 times all of your height. And her voice just drops to that like guttural whisper. Your lives are insignificant. I need you to find her and bring her to me. If you do not, I will raze everything you love to the ground.
You can join us. We're heading east to meet up with her. You're definitely welcome to join us in this party. I think we'll meet up with her in a few days. We're not trying to hide anything from you.
Tobias, I want you to roll a dexterity save.
I'm just off at the side, not making a fucking sound.
That is 16.
As you as you posit the idea, I'm not going to say it's a recommendation, that she joins you. With a speed that doesn't make sense for how big it is, her claw comes down inches in front of you with such an impact that it shakes the ground under your feet, and you are doing everything you can to not lose your footing. And after that initial impact, like the sand shifts enough that you fall to a knee. It's like, that's not how this works. I will be with you every step of the way, but you will bring her to me, and you will bring her to me intact.
Would you give us a ride so we could get there quicker?
Did you... honestly ask the dragon if she could be your mount? Are
Yep.
you foolish? Idiot! You
It's
don't ask that of such a being.
Oh my
Well,
god.
She wants her baby back.
I mean,
I'm an
above the
elf.
Baby's
table,
that
she
way.
could just,
Yeah,
she
No!
could just do it like
You don't
Lord of
ask
the
that
Rings
of such a
style,
being.
like in her claws.
Idiots. I'm
Oh,
surrounded
boy.
by fucking idiots.
I'm persuasive. It would
I
help
don't
us
think you
return
understand what persuasion
what
means.
was lost to you if we could get there quicker. And we kind of don't know where we are right now.
I'm standing with you on this one. Yo.
If it wasn't clear, I'm trying to make it implying that I show deference to this dragon. Like, she's not joking about that either.
I wasn't joking about asking for a ride.
No. I'm just for what Donnie's thinking. Like,
Same. I'm obviously showing respect and standing with Athera and away from these three.
yeah, like full on. Othira is not happy that he just said that.
After getting knocked to a knee, Tobias stands back up and looks at the dragon. Not defiantly, just like he's treating with an intelligent being.
Can I like lean over to Cardinal and go, does he have no fear or sense of preservation? Like, he just... I don't understand.
I stopped trying to understand a long time ago.
Tobias is a honey badger?
Oh my god. Good job. Good job.
So you ask about getting a ride, and she turns and glares at you for a moment, and in an instant her tail comes around and connects center of your chest and sends you flying. You're gonna take 30 damage from the hit.
Okay.
Any other stupid questions?
I got one. Was that a no?
So clearly our friend Booty here wants to use a backup character.
He just wants to get away from that voice.
She doesn't even give you a response. She says, "You are 2 days from the edge of the pools of the despair. You head directly east. You have You have 4 days to find my child and bring her to the cliffs overlooking the Valley of Kings."
Where is that?
It's a cliff's edge overlooking the city of Khemri.
Above table. Is Khemri right where we're going?
Essentially,
That
yes.
was where we're
Okay.
going, yeah.
Okay. So 2 days travel, if we're walking, is...
We're 2 days from the to go east back to where we were in the first place. So we are farther away from
no.
Khemri than we started.
We were going east in the first place.
Yeah,
We
but,
are
but
2
he just said
days
if we're 2
we are
days
2
heading
days
directly east to get
away
back
from
to
the-
the pools of Yeah.
No, to get out of the pools of despair. Pay attention, people. We're 2 days east to get out of the pools of despair, and we have 4 days to bring Friorli to the cliffs.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought we
so-
were on the other side. Sorry.
No, we're still, and so it's 2 days travel from where we are on foot, correct?
Yes, 2 days to get out of the pools of despair, and once you're out, you have 2 days to find Friorli and get to the cliffs overlooking the city of Khemri.
Okay. What time of day is it?
It was night. We were
It was
sleeping.
morning. No, yeah, no, you're right.
Midday.
Yeah.
We were trying to take a rest midday to get a
That's
long
right.
rest.
Yes.
So it's like 10, 11 in the morning because we only got an hour.
Yeah, about that. So she just kind of sits back and says, 4 days. If I don't see you with my child in 4 days, I will find you, I will kill you, and then I will go and burn everything you love. She looks very pointedly at the elves and at the dwarf. Says, I wonder how deep your racial memories go. If you
Ooh,
know
can I roll on that?
anything about me, you will know that Oricarian is not to be trifled with.
I recognize that name.
Roll history.
Can I roll too?
It's a 25.
A 10.
24. And I'm still listening, but my boys are just not having a good time right now. Sorry.
I'm a 12, so I don't know
Well,
anything.
Thera and Tobias, you haven't heard anything.
Which makes sense for me.
Alder and Calgar, you have heard the name before. From 2 very different aspects. Alder, to the people of Athaloran, she's only whispered of in song. You've heard the name associated with the, was it Epitaph? Title, The Burning Vigil. This is an ancient dragon beyond anything you've heard of before. Calgar, you've heard her used more as the thing that keeps children in line. Stories of her go back to before the War of the Beard, and she is known as the Oathbreaker's shadow to the dwarves.
So I pissed off the literal boogeyman. Great.
At the risk of angering you just a little bit further,
Oh my god, Alder, shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth.
clearly you can see we are not on anywhere near the same level of power and might as you. We just had our butts kicked, and I just got my butt kicked again. Could we have 6 days just in case something waylays us? Knowing that we are working hard to get you your daughter back.
Roll a
We want to
persuasion.
help you.
I'm so happy. It's a 7 for a 20.
You just had to phrase it like that.
Hey, he's pulling a U. You can't get mad at that.
Yes, I fucking can. Considering I don't expect you to even make it out of the pools of despair, I will give you 5.
That is most gracious of you. You don't deserve
She
it.
turns and leaves. Just a plume of dust is kicked up as she takes off, and she's flat out ignored you. She's gone.
I'll wait till she's well out of earshot, and then I'm going to turn around and went, all things considered, that went pretty good.
Othira, if you kill them, I wouldn't blame you. In fact, I think I might help you.
No, Alder did it right. We were caught. There's nothing else to do. We could only push forward and hope she acted out of self-interest rather than rage.
You don't ask a being of that caliber to be your pack horse.
Again, if she was acting out of her self-interest, her help could get her baby back faster.
Ugh.
But no, she was acting out of rage. So
Is it an elf thing? Is this an elf thing?
Well,
You just risked all of our lives on flippant remarks. Do you understand that?
I made an educated gamble. I got punished for it. None of you got hurt. And in the end, I still got us an extra day to work.
The arrogance, just the sheer pig-headedness. This is great. No, this is great. This is great. Okay.
Well, the house is gone, camels are gone, the tents are gone. East. House is gone for the day, I should say.
Could Gorman carry me and Cardinal?
Yes. But I'd say you're moving at the same speed as everyone else. Like,
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Gorman's going to struggle with it. Like, the dwarf is one thing. There's less room for a full-size person.
I'll walk. That's fine. I appreciate the effort.
It was
Maybe
a
my
statement.
pack, at least?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're
think
currently the
Gallagher
only
is
one
just
I like.
kind of off to the side and kind of shell-shocked at the moment. Not what he was expecting in any sort of matter.
I'm gonna walk past Caligar, sigh a little bit, go back and say, come on. We gotta get a move on.
I'll just kind of nod, take out my tankard, take several very big swigs, and then move on.
Tobias will cast Prestidigitation. Not so much to get rid of the blood on him, but to get rid of the sand that's caked on the blood on him.
Question: can they take a short rest?
We just
Because we
took
had
a short
you'd
rest.
canonically said that we had been there for an hour.
Yeah, you took a short rest. You
So
should have taken a short
mechanically-
rest.
I don't
Yeah,
think we did.
mechanic.
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
I
you
did.
Yeah, might not have rolled.
Never mind then. I am going to start going to the east.
And we take another short rest.
We'll probably have to take a short rest at the peak of heat, but I think we should keep going for now.
You deserved it.
No, I don't. I disagree. I think you did the right thing.
Just keep trucking. Just keep trucking. Oh, I'll help you with that
Guidance.
survival check.
Alder's
Oh,
just
thank
gonna
you.
crack his back really loudly. Oh,
15 with guidance. 1d4. 19.
So Alder, while you're like trying to stretch out just and recover from the force of the impact. You're feeling like the bruises, and you're fairly certain something cracked inside as well. But it also feels like your chest had been hit with a torch and someone had left it there to burn. Okay, yeah, the 15 or 19, sorry. You know which direction due east is, and you head due east.
As a point of order for the chat, Othir did get respect into an Oath of Conquest paladin. I did not like the Illrigger.
It's okay.
Just in case anybody was wondering why when we get to the point of combat, I'm now casting spells. That's why.
Okay, so you guys are making your way east. As you're going, you're seeing that same illusion on the horizon. Looks like an oasis just out of reach. I need to look something up. While I'm doing this, I want you to all roll a Constitution save.
While I'm on Gourmet, I have resistance to fire in case that makes a difference.
Watch it be bad. Yep.
Seeing as
One out of
4 of
six.
us were under 10.
I got a 9.
Did mine roll?
Yes, you got a
Yeah,
9.
yeah,
Reload.
yeah.
probably.
Tobias is the only one of us who got anything decent.
Wait, do we get bonuses from being next to a paladin?
Oh, I get +3 to the bonus, yeah.
So everyone gets +3.
So 12, 23, 12, 9, 12?
If you're within 10 feet of me.
I would
Actually,
have
I
gotten
can
11.
11. Yeah, I can math. Okay, so the one that absolutely hates all of the sand and desert, as you're walking through the heat, you're doing what you can to be really sparing with the water that you have. And it's about this time that it really clicks for you that the camels had the barrels that contain your extra water. And Cardinal, what level spell is create food and water?
Entirely too high for me to cast right now is what it is.
Gotcha. What is it, a third?
Yeah.
Okay. So Alder, you're going to take a level of exhaustion.
Okay. How do I?
And
Thank you.
so then you get to the hottest part of the day. And you said this is when you guys want to kind of like hunker down.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there's
mean, we
nothing
could
to hunker
probably
down
build
under.
tents out of our bedrolls and shit.
Yeah.
I don't have a bedroll.
Okay, then suffer in the sun.
You have
Figure
a
something
bedroll. Even
I
if it's
have
not in your
rope
inventory,
and
I'm
stuff.
assuming you all have it because you wouldn't have gone out adventuring without a bedroll.
I've had the house for so long, I don't think I would have a bedroll.
You've only had it since Ulthuan,
Yeah, Ulthuan.
You've
then
never-
to
but you've never
Naggaroth.
sold it, so you have it. Just deal with it.
Okay.
Moving on.
No, don't give him one.
Okay. So how long are you guys stopping?
I think we should just stop for an hour. I mean, we got to keep going. We're not getting the house back till dawn. I think we should keep going.
Still have tents, right?
No.
No.
We're on the camels.
I thought the camels were gone.
Yeah.
Oh, the tents are on the camels.
How did we literally
with you,
just
girl.
had that conversation like 3 times?
I'm with you, girl.
He's a quick one.
To be fair, my chest fucking hurts. Oh,
Well,
so we stop for at least an hour, but heat of the day is usually like 3. So
You can take the short rest.
okay.
we're gonna want to walk until
Oh boy.
like we're gonna want to travel as far as we can, but we do need to take a long rest, even before we get the house back.
Look for shelter on the way or something. Something that we can make into a shelter. I don't know.
Roll a perception.
Anybody?
Whoever's looking
I
for
got
shelter.
+9. I'll try.
7.
Can I, if I like fly up a bit, can I get like advantage for vantage point?
Sure.
I'm not very perceptive. Now that I've
Basic, I
respect.
get a 21.
Okay, so with the advantage, I got a 12. Because Dex is no longer my dump stat.
Dump spat.
Okay. You see pretty much the same thing that Cardinal sees. Sand dunes.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there?
You like,
Yeah.
there's some that are bigger than others, so like the closest you would come to seeing some of the shelter would be like the trough between dunes. That's about it.
Good enough.
Shade is shade, you know? We'll make do.
And then I set bedroll up to give me shelter.
Yeah, it's like a little lean-to situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And good news. No
Oh,
sandstorm today.
do we have our water skins with us?
They'd be in your personal bags, so yes.
Okay. I'm going to use Flash Recall on our rest to switch one of my spells to one of my level 1 spells that I still have 2 of to create and destroy water. And I'm going to create some water, hopefully that we can put into 10 gallons of clean water within range in an open container. So ideally in our whatever.
Yeah, y'all just kind of
open
like put
patch.
your hands out
Yeah.
with the water skins, and it all just kind of like pours into it. Yeah, that works.
Tobias drinks his first all the way down and then fills it up.
Mine's been bone dry, so
So yeah, you guys get to the first night. You set up your camp. Is there anything you want to do before we just move on through the long rest, or how are we doing watches? What's going on?
Tobias will put out. He will ritually cast
Yeah, he will.
alarm because he doesn't have his free cast yet. 20-foot cube around us and say, "Don't leave this." It'll make an alarm for everyone if anything but us crosses this.
thank you
Wonderful.
for that, right?
Oh, nice. I am going to curl up beside Gormain to keep warm. When it's not my
Okay.
watch. As a note, I am very not perceptive. Like, I am horrible at perception.
I will take 4 hours of watch during the night.
I guess Tobias will take the second 4 hours.
I think Caligar might be trying to lean into more of a drink himself into a sleep because of the dragon showing up and getting told that he has to give up his daughter.
How hard are you hitting the mug?
I think you go decently hard at it because
Let's
it's definitely the biggest whammy he's had in the recent memory.
let's do it as a wisdom save.
Ooh.
Because I am fantastic at these guys. 11.
Oh, never mind.
You're hitting it pretty hard. Like, you are. Roll a Constitution save.
That's a 22.
You're absolutely drunk, but you're not getting blacked out because, like, as you're going, you're realizing that maybe pushing it too hard while still in the desert isn't the best idea. So after maybe an hour of hard drinking, you slow down a bit, start to pace yourself a bit more. Because Bugman's is not a hydrating drink.
Yo.
But you are going to feel it in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, because he doesn't have anything on hand for him to go vent, to de-stress or anything. Like there's no forge, there's no nothing. It's all just sand, and you can't pound sand very effectively. So, yeah, I think he definitely leaning into the drinking, at least for this first night, especially.
Okay. Anything else going on during the long rest?
I am frustrated and displeased, and I am just going to grumble to myself and curl up beside Gormain and go to fucking sleep.
I'm gonna curl up near Gormain because I'll just take whatever radiating heat he gives.
So
Yeah,
I do have one
you are
question before
currently
we
welcome.
keep moving. Calgar and Alder, would you guys have shared the information you know about this dragon?
I think after a while
I would not.
of the situation hitting, and after a while of walking, probably during the short rest of the day, I think
Okay.
Caligar would have told everybody about what he knows.
Would he
Okay.
have mentioned the part where she's older than the War of the Beards?
He would have mentioned everything of what he knows about the name, which is, the equivalent of the Dwarven Boogeyman, how old she is, not thinking that she was real in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Dungeon
So,
Master,
yes?
would it make sense for Cardinal to put 2 and 2 together that if she's a mythical dragon known as the Oathbreaker's Shadow, that she has something to do with elvish type thing, and that Alder might know something about it?
Yeah, well, like, what Calgar would have told you was that during the War of the Beard, she was an adult dragon who fought on the side of the elves. So, to give a context for how ancient this dragon is,
Mm-hmm.
the War of the Beard was 4,500 years ago.
Mm.
So she's not some old biddy. Like, this is a mythical dragon.
Hey, yo, that's crazy, fam. Never would have guessed.
Right, so I could connect the dots, realistically speaking.
Yes.
I'm gonna turn over to Alder and be... Probably won't be able to hit him. That's fine. I'm gonna look at him and go, "You idiot." And I turn to Tobias and I say, "You fucking idiot." And then I'm gonna go
Why?
to bed.
Why?
An ancient dragon, 1,000 years old, and instead of an ounce of respect, arrogance.
4,600 years old.
Yeah. We didn't wrong her, and we want to help her.
I have no clue who she is. What Caligar says makes sense given what we've learned today, but this is all new information to me.
Insight
Yeah?
check.
So when you're
No.
when you were scalping dwarves in the War of the Beards, like, you just didn't see the giant fucking dragon fighting on your side?
I wasn't alive for the War of the Beard.
Oh, you didn't hear about it from your dad?
I heard about what my dad, Galen Swiftbow, did during the war.
Okay.
Cardinal, how old are you?
Not old enough to be dealing with this shit. Next time, neither of you speak when we're
No.
talking to ancient important creatures. How about that?
No, I'm gonna speak. That was Alder and I were. That was the correct way to deal with it. We were caught. There was nothing else to do. The only way forward was to get as much help or as leeway as we could. That was the only
I'm
way to
not
do it.
saying it was the wrong step. I'm saying you went about it in the completely wrong way.
Well, you'll have to forgive me. I was dead just an hour before.
Yeah, I know. I
little bit- a
revived
little bit-
you.
Yeah, a little bit tired of just pussyfooting around, you know?
And I'm tired of having to save your lives again and again and have you guys threaten and waste resources at every single turn. Do you know how much it takes to bring you back?
No, not really.
No, you don't. If you're not gonna value your own fucking lives, at least value my fucking energy. Oh my god.
I understand why you're mad.
Don't talk to me right now, Alder. I don't want to hear it, you sanctimonious bastard. Okay? Othira, Caligar, don't make me talk to them. I need a moment.
I just want to roll something on. Yeah, no, he's oblivious. Gorman's just curled up, head tucked.
What were you rolling for?
I just wanted to see if he's picking up on tension, and he's not. He's just having a nice snooze.
Gormy doesn't give a shit. I'm hanging out with Gormy. Can't believe you made me like the horse.
But he's gorgeous! Can't you see?
I have
Donnie,
history with
pop
horses.
Gorman's picture!
I have history with horses. Amber, you know this.
The other thing is that I think Gormine would not like laying on the ground. Reason A being, Gormine drips blood. Blood is sticky. Sand gets everywhere. Gormine is covered in sand.
The blood doesn't stick to Gormane. It's fine. It's an ever-flowing mane of gore.
It's
just
magic.
rolls off of him. Yeah, exactly.
I still think
Gormain,
it's covered its hand.
I love this fucking
Gormain would
horse.
view it as laying in a pool of blood, which
Yeah.
is perfectly fine.
Exactly. He's stunningly beautiful.
He is in character. I
Okay.
have history with horses, but yes.
So let me just see here. I wanted to roll dice.
Picture.
So who was it? Alder taking the first watch?
Yep.
Okay. Roll 2 perception checks for me.
First one's a 3 for an 18. And the second one is a 3 for an 18.
For an 18.
Oh boy.
Like I said, if you don't wind up with every skill proficiency, I will be disappointed with this character. I want you to break skill rolls. Okay. You're... Yeah, the watch has passed without consequence for you. Like, it's... Since you've dealt with the doppelganger, like, there seems to be almost an air of tranquility that you're not expecting. And then it was Tobias taking the other half?
Yep.
Okay, roll
It's
2
a-
perceptions for me.
And I got my long rest, right?
Yes.
Two perceptions. First is an 11. I'm gonna put a what is that? Tactical mind.
Doesn't that use one of your second wins?
Yes.
Okay.
And it makes it a 15.
Okay. And the second
If it's a success, then it uses it. Natural 1 for 6.
Nice.
Tobias,
Well, it
for the
wasn't a-
second half, is looking for the dragon. Try and see if it's stalking us.
It wasn't a fail, in the sense that there was nothing to look for. Yeah, you get the same feeling that Alder had. It's just a very calm night.
All right. Sit out the long watch. Wait for dawn.
Alder, I want you to roll a wisdom save for me.
Wisdom save. Me. 7.
So you guys get through the nights. Nothing happens on the watches, and the sun starts to come up. It's a brand new day. What do you want to do?
So I can take the long rest button.
Click the long rest
Yes.
button. I would like
Yes,
to do
hit
that.
the long rest
Thank-
button. Yes.
Oh,
Thank-
thank God.
thank you. Oh, precious resources.
So
Actually, real quick, Calgar, I need a con save.
For a hangover save?
Yes, sir.
12.
You had a level of exhaustion, right? And then you took a long rest, which should have gotten rid of it, but you drank yourself into a stupor, so you are still exhausted.
Okay.
Caligar, you can ride with me.
I'll just groggily get up and just kind of nod numbly.
I'm going to switch a spell. Cardinal, do you want me to also take create food and water since we don't have...
I mean, even if we create water, we have nowhere to carry it. You know, that's the problem. And I can create water with a level 1.
Oh, then I'm not gonna take that. Never mind.
Create water is just one level 1. Create food and water is a level 3.
Oh, yeah, I have the boat. I have the create food and water.
I'll take it. So you save your spell slot for something else.
Okay.
I am going to, when we wake up, cast aid on myself, Cardinal, and Caligar.
Okay. You can select the multiples over.
We wake up, I cast Druidcraft. What's it going to be like today, Ollie?
Yo, who the fuck is Ollie?
Ollie, he
Ollie
does
Williams.
the weather.
Alright.
So your maximum hit points increases by 5 for 8 hours?
Thank you.
So it's...
No, 20... Wait, no.
20.
What did that do?
It gave us 20 extra HP. Max.
Yeah.
Is it 5 or is it 20?
No,
5.
I misread the ability. It said +5. What that meant is this was cast at +5 levels. So,
Raro. Can you undo it?
I mean, you guys could all just go into your health and do it yourself.
Okay.
So,
Sometimes there's an undo action button that makes it easier, but...
yeah, no, that... Or maybe. Oh, now I read it right. Aid, level 2, max HP bonus. Not add. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Calgar, you should be at 60.
Yeah, I've got my current set for 60. It's telling me my max is 75, but I just have it set for 60.
How did you end up...
What if I do this?
Okay, that pulled it away.
Technologia. Yep, perfect.
What happened?
Nothing.
Aha!
He just undid it,
There we go.
and then it's 5. Perfect. I'm so proud of you. Good job.
Figuring out systems.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you have aid.
What I want to do is actually... Let me see which spell is the one that I need to find for Friorli. Give me a second. Okay, creature. Okay, creature. Right. If I look at the map, Dungeon Master, 1,000 feet, is that a lot or not? Like, would I...
1,000. No.
The Black Pyramid wouldn't be within 1,000 feet?
No, because I think we're still working with like a couple 100 kilometers, right?
It's 100. Each hex is 150 miles.
How many feet is a mile?
5,280 feet in a mile for the metric users.
Okay.
So it's
So I'd only
basically
get it when I'm
1/5 of a
closer.
mile.
Okay.
The stupid thing that I used to remember it because Imperial is bullshit is 5 tomatoes.
It is.
Oh god, for the love.
5,280 O's.
Yes.
Nice.
That's
Can
nice.
at the start of the day, may I try to cast Scrying on Friorli?
Can you cast the
Pop
spell so I
spell?
see what it does?
Yes. I'm gonna early morning sit down and try and focus. So I would say I know the target fairly well, so she has a -5 to her wisdom saving throw.
And you don't have anything else of hers. You do have a possession. There was a rock or a stone that she liked.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
That adds an extra 4.
yeah. The DC is 17.
Well, yeah, she fails.
Okay, thank God. Essentially, what Cardinal is going to do is sit down, and she sort of just draws like a third eye on her forehead, and there's going to be like a holy glow, which looks a little bit like a third eye. As I try and find Friorli.
So what you see is Friorli is flying. She's kind of like her head's whipping back and forth like she's searching for something. You can only see within 10 feet of it. Or how does this work? Oh, it remains within 10 feet. Okay,
You can
so you
see and
see
hear as if you were there, so I should
Yeah.
be able to see and hear.
So if you're looking around the space, like above you is an endless blue sky, the same one that you saw before you cast the spell. Below, say about 200 feet down, is the sands. Sun's climbing into the sky, and on the edge of her horizon, you notice there is 2 structures of just pure black that are just barely rising above the horizon.
Okay, can I, with my 10 minutes, somehow track the position of the sun, how fast she is moving, and the distance, and just try and get a guesstimate of her location on the map? I will roll whatever I need to.
Let's go with do survival for that one,
Okay.
because you're essentially trying to triangulate her position, right?
Yeah. 11. Actually, I have an inspiration. Fuck that. On dice. Come on. 22.
Okay. You can't give... Like, you don't have an exact idea of where she's at. You know that she is still west of the tower and the pyramid. And it seems like she's flying southwards.
Flying southwards of...
South.
South of us? South of... Or she's just heading south?
She's just heading south.
She had gone to city.
She said she could see the Black Pyramids, and then she went south, so Black Tower? Reasonable?
Because I think she had gone to the city, hadn't she?
Not the city.
No, she said that she saw the Black Pyramid.
Yeah. And now she's heading south.
And at that point it cut off. She might have been saying that she also saw the tower. It's hard to... That sending kind of capped out on you.
Okay. So, either way, I'll let the others know what I saw. And we try and move in a more southerly direction.
Why don't you send her a message?
Okay. What would you like me to send?
Well, from what you said, she's heading from the pyramid to the south, right?
I'm guessing, yeah.
We're west of the pyramid. Why don't we tell her to head west and see if she can find us?
Does she understand the concept of west?
Well, and that's
Well,
a
it's-
huge swath of distance to get lost in.
Why don't we ask her to just wait near-ish to the Black Pyramid, or stay where she's at, and we find her?
Well then, what if something waylays her? You can bet if she eats it, we're getting eaten. I think her moving.
I would never hurt the baby dragon.
I think her keeping moving
saying
and not
yes, but-
stopping is better than having her stop and us trying to find her, especially so close to the pyramids.
I'm not saying stop and bunker down, I'm saying just stay within visual range of the Black Pyramid. Fly around if you need to, etc., hide. And we find her. It's like child in a grocery store.
That's a much
Yeah,
better idea.
Yeah, that's...
Okay. I will cast Sending to Friorli. Friorli. Head. Friorli, stay near the Black Pyramid. We will come and find you. Stay calm. Everything will be okay. Calogar, okay.
I think you still have 5 more. That brought you to
Uh,
20.
You don't have to use all 25.
We
you
are
don't have to
coming. No, I know. We are coming. Love you.
Stay safe.
We are coming, love you.
One thing... You might want to retcon this, but I'll just put it out there. I know this gets forgotten because for some reason it's not in your inventory, Tobias, but you do have a wand that sends up fireworks.
Ew. Yeah, I forgot about that. Jeez.
How
It's
many
not-
charges
it's not-
does it have?
It's not in my inventory, so
I know
always
it's not in
forget
your
about it.
inventory, yeah.
I think
But you
it
can
does
put it in
three
party
charges
loot.
every day, but it has
Maybe
like
put it
5
in-
or 6, maybe?
No, put it in my inventory, then I'll remember it. Tool.
What is it? The wand of pyrotechnics or something like that?
Something like that.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Oh, then the last 5 words I would say, look for... What is it, smoke or fire? What's
Well,
pyrotechnics?
It's fireworks.
it's
It looks
sparking.
like
She doesn't know
yeah,
what
it looks
is.
like It looks like a bottle rocket type deal, maybe.
Yeah, so it sends a burst of multicolored light at a point you can see up to 120 feet away. And there's a
Okay.
cracking noise that can be heard up to 300 feet away.
And how many times can you do that per day?
He's got 7 charges. He gets
7
1d6 plus 1 back at dawn.
So look
These-
for loud, noisy sparkles.
Yeah,
My last 5.
Yeah.
Look for loud, noisy sparkles.
Look for
that works.
lights at night,
No.
No.
or because
'cause
Loud,
lights is-
noisy sparkles.
hers
you're not
is-
gonna. I don't know,
hers
because I
is
don't
a
know how well you're
closer-
gonna see them during the day.
Have you lit off fireworks during the day? You can see them perfectly fine.
Eh,
Let's. Do you
I'm
want to
just thinking,
rephrase the
like,
whole
distance
25? Is a better way to look at it.
I don't know. Just go. Just go.
Okay. Friorli, we are coming. Keep watch for loud, noisy sparkles. That's 10. Stay within sight distance of Black Pyramid. Stay safe. Promise we will find you love. What? I'm trying so hard here.
No. Yeah, no, I get it. Just those last words. Promise we will find you love.
Love is a full and complete sent. Like, there are
Promise
a lot
we'll
of
find you
people.
love.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'm British, okay? Promise I'll find you
Scottish
love.
or Scottish.
Well, why haven't you done that accent for Cardinal? It's
Because
great.
you don't need to hear it. That's my natural accent. No, it isn't. Fuck off.
Because she's Indian. Which sounds
Yeah.
racist to say it like that, but she's from Ind. So she is literally Indian.
That's fair.
Ah.
Are you saying the
Okay.
Bretonians didn't colonize Ind? Just trying to be historically accurate here.
No. Bretonians never got that far. I don't think. Okay.
Something to Google. Not right now, but something to Google.
The response you get, I'm not going to count it. Basically saying she hears you, she understands, she will keep within sight of the pyramid, but she will look for loud sparkles.
Awesome. Let's keep trucking.
Okay. I need a survival.
I will help Cardinal.
Thank you. With guidance, because we can't afford to lose this shit. I keep forgetting. 15.
Okay. So you're heading to the east. You used create water at the start, correct? Start of the day?
Yeah. We don't have foods. We have rations, so create water.
You have rations, yeah.
Actually, I want to destroy water. Kidding.
That'll get you about halfway through the day. So as
Yeah,
the sun gets to the like the hottest part of the day, are you guys just taking cover again in tents, or are you just gonna push through it?
We're gonna take. Well, I mean,
Taking
I'd
cover
say-
would be the smart idea.
Take cover for an hour or so and then keep going.
We don't
Still
have
no tents,
no.
Yeah,
We're
no, the
making makeshift
bedroll
tents with the
lean-tos.
bedrolls.
Yeah, we can
Can
we
make
just
bedroll
wait out?
lean-tos.
We just wait out like the hottest part, and then the rest we just travel.
But it's a first level spell, so if she needs to use more than just.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll take you like if you want to avoid exhaustion from the heat, I need another spell.
You need another what?
Spell.
Spell. Yeah.
You got it. There you go.
So you guys keep pushing to the east. Again, you just have that sense that it's very calm. And as you start getting up to nightfall, like just the sun's starting to getting down near the edge of the horizon, you notice that the feel of the ground beneath your feet changes. It's less of that soft, shifting sand, and now you're starting to feel more compacted sand mixed in with some rock in there as well. And if you feel like you've made it through the pools of despair.
How close are we to the Black Pyramid?
Still fucking far.
From ground level, you can't see it.
Okay, if I go up,
How high are you going?
go up 100 feet.
Still can't see it.
Yeah, okay. I go back down.
Nothing.
I do not see anything.
If I don't know if we really needed to, if Cardinal saw where she was, we could teleport there.
No, that we could end up completely in a different area.
But she's familiar with the location because she would just try to teleport to where she saw. And that area where she saw is around Friorli.
Yeah, but will the teleportation have a chance to get us off target still?
Oh.
Probably.
I'll say
But it's
this
got
as
3 charges.
I'll say this as the DM, since you've had this conversation enough. Cardinal might have seen the location. Actually, is this Alder? Did you have to attune to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Alder would be the one casting it. He hasn't seen it. And then on top of that, there's still a decent % chance that you wind up somewhere in a desert.
Yeah.
Like you might find
So-
yourselves surrounded by sand dunes, and oh, look at that! It turns out you're over here.
Yeah, like, because Cardinal could attune to the thing, but still, she's only casually seen it, so there's a, like, 53% chance that we're not gonna hit
get
the
fucked.
target. Yeah,
Yes.
and, like...
One of
the
these
way
days, you
our
guys will
luck
teleport,
is-
and it'll be fantastic. But
Yeah, but not
I
today.
don't think this is a good idea.
I have a plan for it at some point when we need it.
Oh, what the? Okay.
Well,
It's
if
a
we're,
good get out of jail. Oh,
we're setting up
For
for
now,
the night.
we march. Nighttime.
Well, I assume I thought we were hitting nighttime.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's...
Tobias will bring out the deck of cards, the house of cards. Same general layout, but again, no walls for any of the rooms. or let's say half walls for the rooms.
What do you mean by half walls? Like half the amount of walls, or just like
Or
they're
only
chest
go up
high?
chest high.
So then if you're prone, you can't be seen if you're right up against one wall from that side, but you can be seen from the other side.
Yeah, basically you can see into the rooms, but if you lay down on the bed, you're kind of hidden. Well, anyway, Tobias, once the house is up, Tobias will go up to Cardinal and say, "Do you think we should send a message to Archaon?"
Not until we find her child.
Well, I think it would help if we told her that we've made contact and then we're trying to do this. That's my opinion.
What do you think?
But,
Wait,
His computer crashed. He'll be
Lost
back.
Caligar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Othira, what do you think? Should we update her on the situation?
nope.
She gave us a deadline. Let's just try and meet that and not annoy her any further. I don't want to draw more attention to us. A good thought. I'm gonna.
Once we lay physical eyes on her, then I
Then
would
we
say
send-
we could send a message and say we actually have her. We are on our way. But until we are physically with her, saying anything is just suicide.
okay.
In this house of cards, could I have asked for a little basin sink type thing where I could deposit 30 gallons of water?
Just gotta tell me
Okay,
before
good.
I throw it out.
Yeah. Because then
I
I can
will
create
allow
food. Thank you. So we can all get a good meal at least.
Nice.
Get that strength for whatever awaits us.
And Tobias will flavor the food a little bit, just for fun. Oh, no.
Okay.
He'll flavor the water, not the food. So it's gonna taste like lemonade.
Oh, sick. You know what?
Ugh.
I see you flavor the lemonade, and I'm gonna pull out my handy spice pouch, and I'm gonna flavor the food for you.
Lemonade.
Well,
Who wants lemonade?
Well-
Ick.
Cardinal's cooking. Alder will go to her room and druid craft will flour, put it on her bed.
Oh, okay. What kind of flower?
Nightshade.
A cross between a tulip and a daisy. I call them to daisies. To quote Jim Carrey.
Describe to me what that looks like.
I don't know.
What does a daisy look like?
Well, looks like a cross between a tulip and a daisy.
See, now my question is, has Fox even seen Bruce Almighty?
I have. I don't remember it. I was a kid. Okay.
It's a great fucking movie. I love it.
It's hilarious. I just don't remember that scene. I didn't memorize it.
See if I can find it. Meme, and I'll post it in our memes and server.
Okay. And how are you guys doing your watch?
I'll do the first 4 hours.
Same old, same old.
I guess Tobias will do the second 4 hours, but I'll tell the group before we go to bed. I really like sleep. I don't like doing this meditation shit. So
You take
we gotta
2
figure.
hours. I take 2 hours.
Well, I still need 8 hours of sleep. Well, I like 8 hours of sleep. I don't
You
need
could
it.
do. You could do 6.
Yeah.
Watch for
Yeah,
2,
let's
and
do
then
that.
I'll watch for another 2.
Okay.
Fox, I post it in memes for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Ba, 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 ba. Let's get some perception checks going. So let's do 2 from Alder.
At minimum, it's an 18, and the first one is a 3 for an 18. And
the second one?
second one is probably an 18, but no, it's actually 21. We're spicing it up a little in the kitchen.
Yeah, nothing happens. So then, was it Tobias or
Tobias.
Cardinal next? Tobias?
Flies for 2 hours. He goes
Okay.
up to the roof and he looks out. For an 18.
Okay. Yeah, when you get up to the roof, you're looking out. Even the winds have calmed down. Like, it was fairly consistent while you were in the pools of despair. Now it's like you can barely feel the breath of wind on your face.
After 2 hours, I go grab Cardinal.
Morning.
Your turn.
Mm-hmm. Get a nap in. I shall guidance myself because I shall be meditating atop peacefully. Also because I like to be annoying like that. 22.
Okay. Yeah, nothing happens through the night, but what it feels like having crossed out of the pools of despair, where towards the end it felt like almost peaceful and tranquil. Uh, the air feels oppressive.
Do you
Necromancy?
shoot the fireworks off last night?
No. We're not even within sight range of the pyramid. There's no point.
Yeah, that would just draw other things in.
Yeah. I tell him over breakfast. You've got that scheming face on. What are you thinking?
Don't know.
Okay.
So that's not a scheming face. That's a I'm just a moron face. Got it. Let's go.
Can we hit the long rest button, DM?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just gonna not recast my spell and not hit the long rest button. So we don't have to go through that again.
no, I'm gonna do it again.
I'm just
I'm
saying
gonna
for
click
the
all the
aid.
buttons.
Strange.
Click all the fucking buttons, dog. Water for the morning. Actually, wait, no, I don't need to.
Because you have the 30-gallon tub of lemonade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Lemonade for everybody.
Ugh. You're
Sorry,
seriously
Adira.
gonna make me drink lemonade for the
Oh, what do you want
morning?
next time?
I could spice it.
Spice would be way better than lemonade.
I'll give you some spice.
Thank
the,
you.
The flavoring
Spice-
only lasts for an hour.
Okay, because lemonade, not. Mm-mm.
If
Not a big
we're,
fan of citrus.
No.
if we're
Too-
within a day or two of walking, something
Yes.
flying in the sky might be able to see much further than we can walk in a day. So it might make sense to start occasionally and especially at night shooting off the fireworks.
We'll do one and keep heading for the pyramid.
All right, let's head out for the day. I'm gonna walk next to Caligar. I'm gonna say, what do you think the camels are up to right now?
I hope they get eaten somewhere.
Do you think
If
you
they-
still smell to camels?
I don't know what particular aroma would make a dwarf smell edible to a camel, but I detest it.
Do you think it was too much magic card shenanigans getting close to Zinch?
I am entirely unaware. So the ancient dragon didn't mention anything about it, so I'll take it as a plus.
The ancient dragon said even the gods regard this thing with great care.
And I was supposed to know this when it appeared to me in a dream.
I mean, the thing is if it appears to you in a dream, and then manifests outside of the dream, and then proceeds to do things like bring you a dragon, probably way more powerful than we should touch.
I disagree. We're almost on our own, no help from anywhere. Sometimes you gotta gamble.
You're the one that didn't want to take a card all that time, and then you just randomly decided to take a card shortly ago.
Yeah.
You
Well, like I
seem
said,
to
it's a
just
gamble.
It's weird. I remember taking a card, but it almost feels like that wasn't me doing it.
Were you drinking again?
So Alder drinks, but not heavily. It's just somebody to enjoy a good glass of wine every now and then. But he's not a
Hey,
big drinker.
sometimes wine is strong, you know? Were you drinking before you did that?
I don't remember.
That
Feels
might have an
like
effect.
a decision that I didn't make.
We say as we walk.
Roll survival
help
with help.
and guidance.
That's my cue. Fuck. Definitely wasn't too busy typing funny things in chat. 21.
Okay. So now that you moved out of the shifting sands, like it feels like you're actually making a pretty decent pace across the desert. And again, the water you have lasts you for about half the day, and you get to the hottest part of the day.
Then I'll create water.
Okay. and the terrain's getting a bit rockier.
My God.
You're noticing there's less dunes. There's still the occasional like drift, but you're not seeing like the 30, 40 foot tall dunes you were seeing in the pools of despair.
Quickly, I fly up, see what I can see, come back down.
Roll perception.
Can I take Caligar with me or something?
Line up
As you leave,
with
I guidance you.
You guidance me?
Yeah. Sorry. Wait,
That
take this
would
with you.
be an
'Cause,
8.
my perception's pretty crap as well, so.
Well, I don't think I can fly you up, is what he
Yeah,
was
no,
saying.
yeah. Walking is one thing, flying is something else. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Well, either way, as we start our second half of the day march, should we shoot up a firework? Or no?
Before we do, send her a message and say we're going to send up the sparklies
Mhm.
in the direction of the setting sun. See if you can see it.
Look in the
Stop playing
direction
with
of the
laser
setting sun.
pointer.
If
Okay.
you can see
Can I
it,
hit the camera?
fly
Yes.
fly towards.
Okay. I send exactly that.
Okay.
Along with a few more reassuring words.
So when you mention towards the setting sun, you do hear back. She's like, "I'll try and look. I haven't been paying
Look at the
attention
sun.
to the sun, so I'm not exactly sure which direction that is. But I think I know. I think we'll be good. We'll be good. Yeah.
I mean, like,
She
basic
said-
directions definitely would have been something I'd been trying to teach her, along with just everything about just general daily life and such, beyond the what
She's
applies to her as
also
a dragon.
she's also like
Maybe.
3 months old
Mhm.
and been on her own for 10 days.
Yep.
So the idea of like
Yeah, I just
keeping
wanted to
track of
throw it
where
out
the
there.
sun is and what direction that is might not be at the top of her priorities.
Well, other than she just needs to look where the sun is.
Yeah, like in the direction of the
unless
sun,
it's, like,
where the
up.
sun is.
Stare into the sun, Friorli.
No. That's not what we said.
And if the sun is directly overhead,
We're not doing it at noon.
We're doing
got
it
about
We're
at
half-
doing it when we
four,
start
4 or
the
5
second
or so.
half. Yeah.
oh, so you take your rest and then you're doing it. Okay.
It's just a short rest of the heat of the day.
Okay.
Dude, I've got
We
some smarts
planned
inside
this.
this brain.
At
Yeah.
night.
They come out every once in a while. They don't stay for very long, but they do come out.
But they do come out.
Okay.
Oh, looks like Chad is begging for me to pull a card. I don't know, Chad.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, let's lose the
I
cleric.
don't
just
know
before we
what
get to
you're
undead
talking
capital.
about. Casually hands out the cards.
I mean, Mama Mary asked, so I have to. She said, "Please." Okay.
Didn't
Yeah,
you
but
already draw cards?
It didn't do anything for me.
Yeah,
Actually,
we
I just forgot about it.
Yeah, no, we have no idea what
I know.
her card is.
In game.
I will-
Um,
I will message
No,
it to you
I
so
don't- I
you know to
literally
keep track
don't
of
know
it yourself.
What it is.
Okay. I don't think it's still valid. Is it?
No,
It depends. Some of
looked it
them
up.
have. Some of them have time effects and such, like
Mm.
the ones where I can revive people, but I can revive somebody or something for a year. So it all depends on what it is. I don't know what yours was.
Let's put it this way. It still has an effect because the DM forgot about it. So I'm letting
Gorgeous.
her have the effect.
Perfect.
If you didn't get
Also-
it, that's the hand wave of just shut up and fucking go with it.
Yeah.
Also, Cardinal was just told by an ancient dragon that gods don't mess with this deck. Would she actually
Yeah.
pull it?
And if it's something that the gods are wary of, then sure. That must mean it's it'll give us such powerful effects that we can triumph over them. That's gotta be how it works, right?
Oh.
He says to a cleric.
You have
No,
had
I'm not
no
saying that as
significant
Galaga.
negative effects yet. So
We've had 2 negative cards.
What I
Uh,
would do is flavor
Alder,
this as
Alder
an
was
experiment.
chained up for a bit, and I summoned a bad thing that lasted for all of 12 seconds.
See, let me
My card
explain
did
this to you.
nothing.
That you know of.
That you
as
know
a
of.
cleric that we know of.
keep going.
As a cleric of 1,000 gods, Cardinal does have some that are slightly darker. People, I think maybe she will lean into one of those, and I would like to try and detect magic as I try and pull something. I don't know, from the card just to see flavor it as like an experiment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So,
Okay,
how many are you gonna draw?
just
Because
one.
you have to declare how many you're gonna draw before you start pulling, because there are cards that affect your draws.
Uno.
Okay. Roll that D66.
If we lose the cleric just before this is gonna be awful.
Do you have your backup character made?
I never have backup characters.
Yeah, fuck.
Backup characters are for bitches. Commit to it.
Okay, well then
If
I'm
I
a
die-
bitch.
Oh, you rolled it. Okay.
14.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys, stare at his face. See
Mama
what we
Miri,
can.
this is for you. Let's go.
If she dies, it's all Miri's fault.
I think we're on pull number 19 now. Oh, we have a raised eyebrows.
The ancient dragon's looking from afar, and suddenly the party just fucking explodes.
A meteor strike just comes down right on us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this,
So I will
laughter?
say, when this actually does happen, Othira wants nothing to do with it and is quite far away.
Makes sense.
Probably like 30 feet away because she wants nothing to do with this shit.
So, the card you pull, the back of it is a stone wall with that's kind of like cracked and crumbly, and there's vines growing over it. But there is a gold door frame that is untouched by time, and the door is cracked, and through the crack in the door, you see it's designed as like the sparkling of stars in the cosmos. And the card disappears. Fuck me.
Never good when he rolls more dice.
You feel like you can now cast a spell that you've never had access to before. And this spell feels as if you might have leaned into one of the darker gods. But if we're going for that flavor, maybe one of the more the lighter side smiled on you. Because you can now cast the gate spell 4 times with no material components. And the reason I was laughing is I went and looked up what the gate spell is, and it is a level 9 spell that is exactly what you're looking for at this exact moment. Because you control a portal in front of you, has a front and back, and it appears on. You can go to any plane you want. When you cast the name, you speak the name of a specific creature. If that creature is on a plane other than the one you were on,
Oh my god.
but you know what? For this, I'm gonna say it'll work on this plane too. The portal opens up in front of them, and they can walk through and appear directly with you.
Oh
So-
my god, that's
Fuck
amazing.
me, man.
I got the power. Let's go. Okay.
You might want to send
Thank you.
Friorli a message before you open the gate.
Thank you to Mama Mir for giving me this power. I want to thank the players and Caligar's cards, and let's fucking go.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
yes, I
needed
will-
a diamond worth of 5,000 gold pieces.
So 4 times I can cast this.
Yeah.
Yes. I rolled a
Give me the
d4 and you
gate.
got a 4.
Can you give me the gate scroll? Or should I just write it down? I can write it down.
I will put the gate spell into your spell list.
Like I fully get access to?
For the 4 times.
Or
I'll put
just-
it in as you can cast it the 4 times.
Ah, okay, perfect.
You might want to send her a message before you send her the gate.
Yeah, I heard that. Gotcha.
Like, what the fuck, man?
One of my
I
gods has
told you.
smiled upon
We
me.
can triumph over them. All the crappy ones we have to deal with, you know?
Literally, it makes me want to
Maybe-
pull a card, but there's no way Othira would actually pull the card.
I
You
don't
know,
like leaving us on that
sometimes-
odd number, so I just want to pull a card anyway.
Sometimes the gods call you to do mysterious things, and you must answer.
I mean, the dice tell the story, right? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, you now have
That's
gate in
only
your spell
things.
list.
Okay, and I
Pain.
just want yeah, for our record so far, we've pulled 19 cards and only 2 have been bad.
As I finish pulling this card and I gain this knowledge, I'm gonna look at Caligar and this wicked smile just crosses Cardinal's face as she says, I got something that can help. Let's get to
Oh.
the party. Friorli will be with us soon. Gather the rest. I'll
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
talk to her.
hearing that, I'm just gonna well, we're all together pretty close anyway, but I'll run over and grab everybody.
And I will cast Sending to Friorli and say, Friorli dear, we shall be with you very shortly. I'm going to summarize, okay? I'm not going to say word for word. There's going to be a portal very close to you. I need you to step through it and come towards us. It's like a door, a magic door.
Magic door, step through. Okay.
And then, as the rest of the party gathers, I am going to cast the gate spell, Doctor Strange style, and open up one of the 4 gates.
You know, you could
Dude, you
cast
could literally summon Tiamat with that shit.
Don't tempt me.
could cast it a second time, and we could just or a carry.
It's not how that spell works.
It's my
We-
spell.
we know the- Yeah, no, we know the creature's name, but
It's my spell.
yeah.
Well, it's supposed to go between planes, but for this instance, I'm saying like you
Oh.
can make that connection to Friorli to have her come through.
Thank
Gotcha,
you.
gotcha.
Yeah, it specifies different plane of existence. Okay, so she, after the portal opens up, you wait a moment, and finally she just like boop, pops out, and she looks around and like just gets the biggest grin on her face and runs straight over to Caligar, and like it is just a deluge of oh my god, I'm so glad you guys are okay. I've missed you. I've been so worried. I've been concerned. I didn't know what was going on. And just like going on and on and on and on and on.
I would have run over and just like golden retriever style, like if she's jumping at me, I would have like just caught her and then just like spun and then just like all of the attention and everything as I give her her favorite shiny gem and just just going nuts for the moment.
I'm gonna lean
I'm
in.
looking at this.
What?
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at this going, this is why she's mad. Because you're treating her like a animal.
I'm gonna
Puppy.
lean into Cardinal and whisper, "You're the wise one." Remind him what he has to do.
When Othira mentions that he's treating her like a puppy, she looks over and he goes, "Why? Who's mad?"
Is she learning common? Because I said that in common.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And I kind of mumbled it to like myself, like, oh, yep, this is why she's mad.
It's not treating her like a puppy.
Who's a good girl? Here, have your gem!
No, it was just running
Like
over,
a golden
giving her a hug
retriever.
and showing all the love, and then I gave her her favorite toy.
Like a
Well,
dog.
literally said, like a golden retriever.
You're describing how you treat your dogs.
Okay, but no, but it was that like golden retriever energy. I don't know. I mean, she's a dragon. I can't say like run up to her like a little kid and pick her up by her shoulders.
Sure you can.
How? I wouldn't get her off the ground. Because she's sure she's a baby, a hatchling, but she's the same size as me, if not bigger. There is no picking her up off the ground for
To be fair, there is a fair similarity between tiny humans and puppies at that point, honestly.
I mean,
tell me I'm wrong.
Oh man.
All this conversation is going on, and
is murder.
She's looking back and forth between people. And she's like, "I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm just happy to see you."
We love you too, Friorli. We missed you.
Wait, does Cardinal speak Draconic?
No.
I had to roll for this.
I can.
Because it's a nat 20, her tail is wagging a little bit back and forth.
I'm just... Somebody has to tell her.
Okay.
I don't think we should.
Not right now.
Or ever.
What?
Not until we get to the end. I mean, if we tell her and she freaks out and leaves, we're sunk. But if we get to the end, we can explain everything to her, and hopefully she'll see and understand that it's for the best.
You really
so I
don't
think we keep going.
You don't interact with a lot of children, do you?
No.
Keeping secrets for them builds resentment. Caligar, as her guardian, you know when is best to tell her. You have to before we get there. We still have a little bit of a journey.
What you have to do is preface it in a way that makes it so it's exciting.
While you're having this conversation, hold on a sec. While you're having this conversation, she takes 2 steps back and kind of like sits her haunches down, and she looks very pointedly at Calgar and Othira and Alder, because you're the ones that have been speaking with her, because you know Draconic. She's like, "You are not telling me something. I'm young. I'm not stupid. What is going on?"
Very bright. Question, would she still be able to smell us? Because she has a dragon's sense of smell, and it hasn't been that long since we were, especially Alder, was in contact with her mother.
I mean, it's been a couple days. 2
Yeah.
days at least.
Yeah, but still, that's not very long for... a sense of smell. I figure it's worth a shot. I don't know. It was a thought. I mean, like, think of a bloodhound and stuff.
That is a long
know?
time for a bloodhound to track. Usually at that point, you're working with cadaver dogs, so somebody who has helped train scent dogs.
That he does bring up a good point though, and my dice are on fire tonight. She looks at Alder and goes, "Why do you smell like you've been burned?"
Alder's going to look at the other people. In common, he's going to say, "Is anybody going to tell her? Otherwise, I will,
Oh.
and I will be honest."
Friorli,
Do not let him tell her.
Friorli,
Ah.
darling.
I'm just gonna hold my hand up. Just after we got back, we were trying to rest, and we met your mother. Apparently, she was looking for you and was very worried and would like to see you. And she is nearby, and we need to go see her. And
what
I'm
do
just
you
going to
mean,
be
my
calm.
mother?
Your mother.
I don't understand. You're my father. I know that. What do you? This doesn't make sense. What are you talking about?
The day that you appeared was a strange day, but you appeared to us because of this deck that I have. And apparently, rather than you just appearing to us, you were somewhere else and then moved to us. Your mother, being ancient, has tracked us down and found us to find you. She's, like I said, she is nearby, and we need to see her because she would like to see you.
Why does she want to? Is she mad at me? Did I do something wrong?
No. You did nothing wrong.
If she's my mother and I came from somewhere else, and why didn't she then have something to protect? Why did she let me go?
I don't think she had a
I don't
choice, darling. The magic in that deck is extremely powerful. And it was an accident. She clearly wants to say hi to you. She wants to see you. She wants to make sure you're safe. And that's the most important part. You can ask her those questions, and I'm sure she'll answer them. But we have to go say hi. And then you decide what you want to do.
What if we don't say hi?
Well, then we all die.
Me too?
Well, I don't. Probably not.
No, you would be fine. Your mother might not like that idea.
Friorli.
And I don't have a way of protecting you from her, or she is much more capable about these kinds of things than any of us could ever be. But as much as I would love to just ignore it and walk away. I do think we need to go see her.
What's her name?
Line?
Archaon.
Sorry. I
Lie.
forgot the pronunciation of
Lie.
it.
So when you say her name, you notice like her head tilts a little bit, and it's like the spine of ridges, or the ridges that go down her back, kind of like shake a bit, and there's a bit of a quiver in like the scales along her side. She goes, I know I've never met her, but that just seems familiar. Okay.
It's probably in your blood, like a blood knowledge.
I can't say that I'm knowledgeable in dragons, but she did say that she was guarding you for a century, so I don't know if it's some sort of knowledge that seeped in, or what have you, or if it's something she tried to imprint, or what it could be. But like I said, she is nearby.
Just nods slowly and says, okay. I want to meet her. Even if she's scary, I want to know where I come from.
That is very brave of you.
Friorli, you are a dragon. Dragons can be scary. But she's your mom. Really, she should only be scary for the rest of us.
Does she make fire too?
Big fire.
Very much so. She is very good at it.
And she gets this like little smirk on her face, and she looks around, and she looks at Othira because she knows Othira would appreciate this. She goes, well, if she uses the fire, I know I'll be fine. I'm pretty sure the rest of you are just gonna die.
Definitely.
I'm just gonna chuckle and give her a hug.
Yeah, give her a stroke down the back.
She like kind of not like nuzzles in and goes, ah, okay. Where are we going?
To go meet her.
To the cliffs of the Valley of the King?
Exactly so.
Mine.
That was crazy.
My brain was like, there was a name. All I remember is Carrion.
It's basically
We're
just
heading
gold
towards-
carrion. Art carrion.
We're heading near the city of Kemri. I speak to her in a language she understands because I casted tongues just to figure out what the fuck was going on.
And it finally like dawns on her. She looks over and goes, Cardinal, I can understand you.
Yeah. Sometimes I can do magic that helps you understand me.
You should do magic more often.
I try. I spend a lot of it healing everybody else.
What we
They
should
do need that help.
Mm-hmm.
What we should do is teach you how to speak our language.
I think perhaps her
Don't have
mother
time.
has a lot she can teach her. I
For-
hope you're excited to see her.
Friorli, as we travel, would you like to learn about your mom?
I'm gonna glare.
Yes?
Okay, I'm gonna do my best while we're traveling to translate the songs about Archaon that I remember into Draconic, and then sing them. Warning Friorli that the translation, it won't sound as beautiful as in Elvish.
You do know that that's telling her about them bearding or whatever dwarves.
The War of the Beard.
I don't see that the dragon was doing very much of that. More just wholesale slaughter. Running around just bearding specifically, just like roast the beard, roast the beard, roast the beard.
Roll
I
a
think-
performance for me.
This
Oh,
is something
brother.
I'm not proficient in.
Yeah.
For now.
Ooh. When we took
If
a
he's
long
doing
rest, did
this-
I lose my point of exhaustion? Because that's going to affect my roll.
Yes.
Note to self: never let Alder near kids.
Yeah.
Ever.
These are great songs about a mighty and powerful dragon that was a great ally to the elves.
Yeah, against
If
the
he's
dwarves,
doing-
which are
if
her
he's
father's
doing-
people.
If she's doing that, then I guess, or that I would fill in with what I know, aside from the explicit massacre sections.
Oh wait. Yeah, it's gone. So 19 plus 2 for 21.
Okay.
I got all those 3s out of the way. Let's go.
Wrong character. There's no punching for you.
I can punch. It's just not as strong.
So you start singing, and like as you're traveling, she's fairly just like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. Like drawn in and just like staring at you. And you go through about three or four songs, and you can see now there's like a sense of excitement starting to build in her. And you finish the third one, and she just kind of goes, "Wow." So she's a hero. She
is-
helped
Then
the
I'll start
elves in a great war.
She's a mighty hero.
I'm gonna start telling her about the other side of the story, but without all of the explicit massacre sections.
So
Just from what
how she
I know of
defeated a
her.
bunch of dwarfkin and very vague, not describing the massacre, so she just hears how she's even more powerful.
I'm not gonna tell her exactly. Oh yeah, she came in, turned about entire companies of my kinsmen into ash.
I know. I'm just saying. You're basically just supporting everything I told her. She was a mighty hero to the elves.
Sure, yes. What other side of the story is there?
And to the
Calgar.
dwarves, she was a nightmare.
Calgar, I want you to roll a performance.
This is gonna be
To
great
see
with
how
my
well you
negative
keep the
3.
gore out.
This is gonna be great with my negative 3.
Brother.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Did that roll?
Yeah,
I didn't
Yeah,
see
you
any.
got a 14.
17
Wow.
out of 14. 14 from a 17.
So essentially, the stories you tell really does reinforce what Alder is saying to her, to the point where like it comes across like she was a hero to the elves. You're trying to like twist it back around and be like, well, no, like it was complicated, dwarves and elves were fighting each other, all this, and kind of like she's leaning more towards the elven version of it, where they were fighting against bad dwarves, is how she's kind of taking that away.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you avoid the dwarves disappearing and just becoming soot on the ground. But yeah. Okay. So You guys are you're making
now
the journey.
you could send a message to the mother and tell her we have the child. If you want to.
Okey-dokey. I will upcast to 4th because I don't have any 3rds. And I will say, respected Archaon, we have met with your kin, and we proceed to the location as planned. She is safe.
You have 2 days.
3 days.
You
sorry.
found Friorli on the
We
3rd
found
day.
her on day 3. Yeah.
On day 3. Oh,
Mhm.
So,
okay.
so how far is the place right now from us?
Roll a survival.
Oh, bloody.
I'll help
Like, map.
with this.
Map,
with
how
the
far is it from us?
Just roll survival.
bless, not bless, the other
Fun
one.
part is
Guidance.
Yeah. Yeah, the fun part is it's not marked on the map, so we don't know.
22.
This is just I want to think of a way to like have something you can go towards.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Okay.
Mhm.
I believe
you
you
get there.
bullshit.
You get there in about a day and a half.
Okay. Good enough. That's an extra half day to just chill with Friorli.
It's
At night for the House of Cards, I'm gonna put a bed of kind of warmed up coals, charcoal, for Friorli in Caligar's room.
She sees it and like runs in and goes, "Why hasn't he never done this for me before?"
He's not too bright, that wood elf.
I second that.
he's okay.
Alright. Dinner's ready. Ding, ding, ding.
Yep. You go through your usual stuff. Take your long rest. Cast your spells for water. And yeah,
Don't forget Druid Craft. What's it gonna be like today, Ollie?
it's gonna be hot. When you guys make it to like a good climate again, I'm gonna fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Random table. Random table.
Mods, I hope you're working by then. Okay, so you keep traveling on the second day. Say probably let's go like about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. You finally see the cliffs that are overlooking the city of Kemri. And you get a good look. I know how to apply this now. You finally actually get a look at the city itself. Where did it go? And so the buildings are similar to identical to the construction that you saw in Bel Aliad. They're a little more, they're less ruins, more compact. There are still some aging, some places have fallen apart, but looming in the distance over top of the city, even a good ways back. I don't like how they have it spread out here on the map. But overlooking the city, you see a black pyramid, the black tower, and further to the east, you also see 4 sand-colored pyramids that are less impressive.
You know, I really thought the pyramid and the tower were gonna be a lot farther away from each other.
Yeah, me too.
Remind me to kill the cartographer who made this map.
So where is it we're meeting the mother?
The cliffs of the Valley of Kings.
Cliffs overlooking the city.
Which is
Do
where
we
you're
see-
standing.
Oh, we see the
Yeah.
cliffs. We are at
So
the
we're here.
cliffs.
You're standing at the edge of the cliff.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess all we can do now is wait. Or send a message and tell her we're here.
Well, as you're
She'll
overlooking the
come.
city, you hear the impact behind you, and you feel the ground shake.
There you go. Never mind. Can we see the dragon lady picture again? Because it's a really nice picture.
Cool dragons are fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that ChatGPT was able to do like the materialization out of invisibility.
Yeah, that was cool.
Pretty.
So, as she lands, say there's probably about 30, maybe 40 feet between you. She just looks over the group, says nothing. And the first one to actually take any action is Friorli. She slowly steps forward. You can see she's nervous. As she separates herself a bit from the group, she turns to look back and looks directly at Caligar. And when Friorli speaks, her voice is soft. She goes, "That's her, isn't it?"
I'm just gonna nod and just... Yes, that is your mother.
And Archaon, she doesn't roar, she doesn't try to be intimidating. She folds her wings in and she lowers her body, almost the reverent energy to it. She lays her head on the sand and she looks and says, "You've grown. Brighter than I dared to hope." Burley kind of like inclines her head. Just replies, You're more than a story. But I know your face. You have seen it in a dream?" Arcarian smiles. "I was meant to be your first breath of warmth, the first sound your soul remembered. I was late. You're born into chaos." And her eyes kind of move over to the group and strangers. Burley shakes her head, looks again at Caligar. "It's not a stranger. He kept me safe. He's my father." And you can see like the muscles down this immense form just all tighten, and her jaw clenches. It's like, no, he's not. Your father was very unjust. The dragon of gold and honor who died with flame on his breath and chaos at his throat more than 1,000 years ago. This dwarf might have shielded you, may have named you, but your blood remembers fire, not stone. Don't mistake care for lineage. But I don't hate him. He gave what I couldn't. Burley flinches a bit and kind of looks down. She goes, "He gave me my name." Arcarian nods. "It's in Friorli. It's a name made of stone and fire. Not one I would have given you, but a good name. Fierce, protective." Burley raises her head to look her directly in the eyes and says, "Are you mad that I like it?" She kind of chuckles and says, "No, I'm only angry at time, silence, and the void between us. But you're not a possession. You're not a prize to be passed between hands. You're a soul, still growing, still choosing. It breathes in slow, and you can hear the air rushing into her lungs, and it just goes on and on. It's like, I was gonna call you Voralex. Means radiant soul of Varian. Forged in silence after his death, when his body turned to ash beneath the northern skies, and I swore his courage would not end with his bones. That name was meant to carry his flame, to give his justice breath again through you. Or you can see like her eyes kind of like sparkle and wonder, and she just repeats the name. She repeats it again and again. And then she gets like this worried look on her face. Can I still be Friorli too? And you can see like the way she says it just breaks Archaon. She exhales slowly. Gold is strongest when alloyed. Perhaps your name is big enough for more than one name. Friorli walks forward, slow, no longer afraid. She reaches her tiny claw out to place it on just the talon of Archaon's. And the difference is shocking. You've seen what Friorli can do with those claws. You know the razor sharp, and you know compared to her mother's mere irritations, her mother's own claws would sunder armies, split mountains. Archaon lowers her own head down to her daughter. They don't speak. They don't need to. After a moment, Friorli slowly turns to look back at Calgar and smiles. She smells like the sun. But you're still my rock. I made myself cry.
I'm heading there.
Dude.
Oh.
That's fucking hard to read as a parent. God damn.
Take a breath. Take a breath. Go for a hydrate, people.
We all have to clear the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sand in my eye.
Fucking deserts.
Onion cutting ninjas.
That was me yesterday driving the wagon in Amber's campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Emotional damage.
So what do you do? More specifically, Calgar. What do you do?
Yeah, no. Sorry, my brain's dead. He'd slowly come forward, and I'd give her, all of the jewels that I have left at the moment, including her favorite one that she always liked to look at. As I just, give her a hug and reach a hand out, just running it down her neck. You'll... Crap. I named you Friorli because it means lucky gold. When you appeared, you were the lucky gold that appeared in my life more than anything that could come out of the ground. You are the most important gift, treasure, anything that I've come across. I don't have the words to properly tell you how much you mean to me, and even though we've only known each other for a scant few months. And me and Calicar are both lost for words at this point. I can't keep bullshitting something because I never very good at this thing.
Does he cry?
Yeah, it would be the slow tears of, not
The extent of dwarven
realization,
emotion.
but of accepting and just seeing a dwarf cry, and like I can't break down any further. I don't think you guys would see him from so far back, but he's shuddering. He's trying to keep up a brave face, as it were.
Friorli walks, just leans in and lays her head on her shoulder. And she says, I'll be alright. I'm gonna go learn how to be a dragon now. And at that moment, Friorli and Orcarian turn, walk for a few feet, and both leap into the sky, fly off to the west. And that's where we're going to stop tonight.
Nice.
I need to pull 3 cards so I can pull another dragon card.
It's been a very productive
Oi.
2 weeks. I've checked off DM boxes. I've killed a motherfucker, and I've made you guys cry. Made myself cry.
Yeah. I mean, as a group, that's like 2 nights of emotional damage. Check.
That was
In a
brutal.
row.
Yeah, no, it's rough. I'm not a parent. I've never lost a kid. But, the closest I can come to is, my grandparents, or we've always had animals and such around the house. I've never lived a single year of my life without us having dogs and cats and all sorts of things. And it always hurts when you lose one of them. And this is like losing my grandma or my grandpa. It's so bad.
She's not gone, though. She's just on a different journey.
Uh-huh.
Well, and
Yep.
what you need to do is get sending spell scrolls so you can talk to her.
Caligar's about to be a full-time wizard, y'all.
Yeah. I need to talk to my big girl.
Yeah.
Every day.
Come home every weekend to do your laundry, dear, and a home cooked meal. Shall we do
she's
our
going off to
ads?
college. Oh my gosh, yes.
Give
Alright,
you
yeah,
a
I'll-
minute to compose.
Yep,
Good session,
I'll,
everybody.
I'll get our ads going, and then we'll meet you on the other side of it.
Yeah, that was good.
I need
Good
to
shit,
I need to
Az.
pull the night card so that I just have a random homeboy show up and like, all right, you are my buddy now. You won't run away on me.
And then he dies in the
You
first fight.
You have an elf that speaks Dwarvish.
You are a terrible buddy.
I have an elf
You-
that insults
you-
me, tries to apologize with further insults, and still wants to be friends.
I speak Dwarvish,
Friends is a
I'm pretty
stretch.
sure. Do I speak
Caligar?
Dwarvish?
Yeah, my best buddy is Cardinal. Wow.
Thank you. Bask.
No, just Alder and Calgar
Oh
speak
no, I
Dwarvish.
don't speak Dwarvish.
Yeah.
I dropped that.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll learn Dwarvish.
I can teach you.
I refuse to talk to you.
It's not my fault. You're naive.
It's not my fault. You're a dick.
Right. Well,
Welcome back from
we're back out of
ads.
the ad breaks.
Set her up just to make her look bad.
Chat could never hear me.
All right.
Well,
couldn't.
if you guys enjoy the emotional damage as much as the DM likes giving it to us, then please give us a follow, and you'll find more.
There has to be a better way to phrase that.
I don't.
Here's what?
I hope you enjoy the emotional damage as much as the DM likes giving it to us.
Is it wrong?
He likes to
It's
raw
not
dog us
wrong.
every Wednesday.
I was looking up, like, I didn't want to reuse over and over the emotional damage meme, especially since I didn't want you guys to like clue in that this is going to be a hard episode to get through. Yeah,
Dude,
no, I
every
knew this
episode
was.
with you is a hard episode to get through, but today was brutal.
I knew this one was going to be rough. I had a hard time just fucking reading it to myself.
I can't believe you made yourself cry. That was amazing.
Oh,
Oh, that's
That was
good,
terrible.
Brandon.
You don't understand the impact that being a parent has had on my life. Like, I can't watch TV shows where kids are in danger anymore. I can't, like, or where kids are being ignored or kids are like screaming. I can't watch that shit anymore.
mm-hmm.
And we're going through like The Walking Dead, where they put kids in harm's way. There's a video online, I think it was on TikTok, of a guy where like the caption is, "I'm about to pass out," and like he picks up this like 6-month-old baby, and he does like this whole like jerking his body like he's got epilepsy or something like that, and it goes on for a solid minute. And you're like, you're screaming at your phone, going, "Put the baby down! There's a fucking crib right behind you! Put the baby down! Put the baby down!" He finally puts the baby down, and it looks like he's really about to pass out. The fucker starts twerking. I've never seen a comment section so filled with hate.
Whew.
Ooh. You're such a big marshmallow.
Yeah. White is one too.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh.
Oh gosh. Well,
Well, after that, down below, you'll find links to our Discord, YouTube, Astro's TikTok, Booty's Twitch, and Springer's Knives.
on our Discord, I will
Wait.
provide free therapy. It's good. It's not good therapy, but we can talk.
Our YouTube, we put up replays of our sessions, usually 2 days after the fact, if you want to go back and watch the torture again. As Astro TikTok, you can go over there and see what kind of fun, interesting videos he has, and see if you can figure out some of his torture techniques. Booty's stream, he streams once or twice a week, and if you like him here, you love him over there. He's always friendly and engaging. And our friend Springer makes knives on the side. I have one myself. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and I'll have to stare at it for a long time to take my mind off things. You'll have to go online to see what's available at the moment, and you can work with him throughout the whole process. If you want a good knife, I highly recommend one. You'll find us back here this Sunday for our start of our Baldur's Gate 3 runs, and then back here next week, where we hopefully have recovered by then.
And we will see you all Sunday for some Baldur's Gate. Until then, everybody have a good week. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good one.